Hello! This is Module 4, Disease and Environmental Pollutants. So what did I learn in this module? Basically, the sources of pollution. I learned about landfills and chemical plants and how they make people sick. And that is health impacts such as cancer, coughing, respiratory illness, rashes. We saw a lot of examples of that. Like in the movie Erin Brockovich, that she was seeing people with all kinds of terrible diseases. People always react in different ways to chemicals. Sort of depends on the type of chemical and the age of the person. Their genetic factors have something to do with it. The dose of the chemical, like how often they are ingesting it, how they're ingesting it. We learned a lot about air pollution and how that in particular is bad. Before, in a different module, I think the last module, we were talking about indoor air pollution, and this is sort of outdoor air pollution and like the ozone pollution and smog and how that affects your health as well, and specifically your respiratory system. My main takeaway from this module was that we are at major risk of getting sick from our environments. It was kind of a depressing module in that way because it's like humans are really wrecking the world, and we're just exposed to so many toxins in so many parts of our lives. And in that way, it connects to all the other modules we've done, like Place Matters, toxins, the environmental justice module, because this is the big deal about this is why does your where do you live matter? Why do we care about toxins? Why environmental justice? Who cares? Because of your health. This is why. Because of what it does to you, what it actually does to your health and your body, and it's not good. So in terms of pathways of pollutant exposures, big pathways, proximity, how close you are to the toxic site. Also water, soil, air, food are definitely big. Recently, in Flint, it's water, right? Lead poisoning. But there are other examples. I think in Erin Brockovich it was water as well. Yeah, she was testing water. But there's lots of different pathways. And one of the things we read, it talked about how all the trees were dying and the soil was bad, and that was a soil pathway. It's really difficult to study the impacts of a certain pollutant, and because you can't exactly test it on humans. How ethical is that? And so that makes it really difficult to get any conclusions and to get people to take you seriously, I think, but the evidence is all there. And so, my big conclusion from this module is, this is it. This is the reason why environmental justice matters. This is the reason why we need to be conscious of what we're putting into our bodies. It's because of the health effects, and this module definitely really emphasized the health effects and the exposure pathways and all the different types of pollutants. But for me, the main scary thing is, what is it actually doing to your body? And that's why that's what the big deal is. It feels like my little drawing here. See the guy coughing and going back and forth from the hospital to this site where he works, and trees are dying and the water's polluted. And it's just not a pretty sight. So this module was kind of scary for me, but it was definitely enlightening and really important as to why the environmental justice movement even is such a big deal. Okay, thank you.